Hello there.
Let me see if I can do this correctly. Hello there.
We're so excited today. You know why we're so excited? Because the Kenobi series just ended. Oh, it was so awesome. Did you all love it?
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I was so excited. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning to watch it before I went off to work. And I was so excited, I got teary-eyed. I got teary-eyed in this episode. I cried. I don't cry. Because that episode was so good, I'm giving a lightsaber to one of y'all. Lightsaber of your choice. Any Legacy lightsaber.
You're supposed to ask me before you do stuff like that.
Honey, can I give a lightsaber to somebody?
Sure.
See, that
I'm
was
easy.
easy. All right, stay tuned, and we'll let you know what you need to do to get that. What was your favorite thing about the whole series?
Obviously, Ewan McGregor is the best Obi Wan Kenobi there is, right? But Leia. Can I say Leia? Like, she is adorable.
Yeah, she did a really
and
good job.
sassy, and she played how Princess Leia. I mean, she's the perfect transition. Exactly who Princess Leia was. When I grew up and watched those movies in the 70s and the 80s, where you have this sassy princess that doesn't take crap from anybody. That's what this little girl was. I mean, she was respectful to her parents, right? She was very respectful, very sweet, but you could tell that she had that little fire in her, like, you know, I'm gonna kind of do what I want. I'm gonna break the rules a little bit, but I'm good at heart. I'm good to the core, but I just don't like being told what to do. And I totally relate with her.
2 years ago for Halloween, I was Obi Wan Kenobi, and she was Princess Leia. So it's really cool that this whole episode was kind of, had both those characters in it.
That's right.
Well, of course it had Obi Wan Kenobi because the show was called Obi Wan Kenobi. But we loved having Princess Leia. It was a good surprise. All right, y'all. If you've watched the video thus far, we really appreciate you watching the whole thing because we're going to give you a double. We're going to give you a double entry. Do I have someone? Who was that behind my shoulder?
Woo!
We're going to give a double entry to those that have watched this video all the way through. What I need you to do at the end of this video, we're going to ask you to let us know what you loved about this Kenobi series. And the way I want you to start it is just say, I liked it because. Start it with that, and then I'll know, and I'll give you the double entry. Just say, I liked it because of Ewan McGregor. I liked it because of Darth Vader. I liked it because of the fights.
I liked it because if you want to write a paragraph, I will read it.
We just want you to do it that way so it's not obvious to those that aren't watching it all the way through.
Yeah.
So just start it with I liked it because, and then just let us know why you liked it. And if you start it that way, I'll know that to give you a double entry. And you'll have a double chance to win a lightsaber of your choice at Galaxy's Edge. You get to choose it, and we will send it off to you from Disney World.
That's exciting.
It's exciting. I think the thing I loved about this whole thing is I love the conflict of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. And I loved how they do the flashbacks and show the conflict between one another and how one knew what the other one was thinking. Especially Obi-Wan. He seemed to have that upper hand on Darth Vader now, or Anakin before. And he still had that upper hand, and everything that Darth Vader tried to do, it seemed like Obi-Wan was just a step ahead of him, especially towards the end of the series. But I loved the last fight. I loved that fight. I thought it was amazing. And as they were going, and Obi-Wan finally breaks out of those rocks and he comes after him, he was going to show him some business, man. He was after him. and when he sliced open his helmet and he saw Anakin, I actually started tearing up because of the emotion that Ewan McGregor showed. He did a great job of acting. His emotion right there, I was like, I felt it. I wasn't expecting to feel that, but I felt it. And I was like, that was cool. That was a great, I mean, it wasn't cool for him because it was sad, but it was a great moment in the show. Wonderful moment. And then for him to say that Darth Vader killed Anakin Skywalker, not
Obi-Wan, that he didn't fail him. And then Obi-Wan's like, okay, it's finished. It's finished.
His friend is finally gone.
Yeah.
He knows his friend is no more. And so
that's just gut-wrenching. I got cried. I'm like, no, Anakin! And go back to that third episode where Anakin is like joining the Sith, and I'm like, no, Anakin! And that's when his mask came off and Kenobi says, Anakin. And I'm like, oh! I'm like, that whole emotion came back and I'm like, no,
Yes.
Anakin, turn to the light side. But you know it's not going to happen because that's not the way the story goes. And it's so frustrating because you're like, no, you're so close. You can just turn it around now. Come back.
Yes. And I love they brought the Emperor back into it for a little short period. I mean,
I really don't like that guy.
We don't love the Emperor, but you know, but he's great to be
My
part of
least
Star
favorite.
Wars. And then we also saw Qui-Gon at the end as a Force ghost.
That was
cool.
one of my favorite parts of the whole last episode.
I loved how they ended that. It just ended it right there, and it just kind of rode off.
Wow.
Yeah, really cool.
He's like, I was there all the time. You just weren't ready to see me. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I'm like, okay, is that like a metaphor for all of our lives? Like sometimes things are just like right there and we're just not ready to see it. And then when our eyes are finally open, we're like, whoa.
All right, y'all. To win this lightsaber, it's going to be really simple. We just want you to let us know what you liked about this series, this Obi Wan Kenobi series. What were your favorite parts? I don't really want a lot of negativity because we want to be positive on this show. So let me know what you liked.
Positive vibes only.
Positive vibes. Let us know what you liked. And just put it in the comments.
Make sure you like and subscribe, right? Because if you haven't liked the video or subscribed to it and you make a comment, like, really? Like, are we going to choose you? Possibly not. So go ahead and do that. Yeah.
We're going to do a random pick on this one. We are going to do some videos coming up here pretty soon that we're going to play some games to have you win a lightsaber. It's really important that you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, because by hitting that, you're going to know our video's out first.
Yes.
Because sometimes the first person wins. Whoever finds the answers first wins. And we use a lot of our videos, at least we did it one time, and we're going to do it in the future too. We're going to use our other videos to play games, to find content for you to go find, and that's how you're going to end up winning. So it's important you watch our stuff if you want to win a lightsaber. You will hit that like button. Do you think that worked? You will subscribe. I don't know if that worked. You will like this video. You will subscribe.